Now, how to create variations out of this very basic magic square. From other videos, you can tell how it's made. No matter how complex the shape, what triangle you're creating, you will find that the making of them is the same way of folding, the same way of stitching with the regulators, and the same perfect result. When you mark, you make sure that you score it rather than write like this. When I mark on the wrong side of fabric, and this point enable you to turn very easily to make very nice mark. When you mark piecing or applique templates, the right side gives you the perfect fold and the most accurate fold. After marking, I normally turn it over and then can do your cutting. Cut the fabric into a shape that's slightly larger than the net 4-inch template all around, and then place fabric wrong side up before laying the template over the fabric. This has to be marked over a soft padded surface. After this, you've got the seams marked, and then the best way to do it is fold the seams along the mark. Don't pinch it, just scrape it like. After marking a shape, turn the fabric right side up, place the template within the boundary of your marking, and then make a little mark along the 1-inch side of your mark of your fabric on the seams. This will make it easy later for you when you fold the seams. See, when you make the square, this fabric, you divide the entire 4-inch into one part 3-inch, one part 1-inch. All you need to do is fold the 3-inch part by half to the 1-inch mark. Then you place into the regulator and stitch. So this will make sewing very easy, and you don't need to remeasure again. To create different colors combinations, like 2 half triangles on the back, you first cut your fabric into strips and then use these smart guides to create a half triangle. You need to mark this way. I leave it, make the marking aligned with the stitch line. After scoring the shape, I turn it around again, just like the way I usually do squares. I will mark. Now I'm using see that guide I called outer lines. When the inner lines is the mark of the 1.5-inch fold, because that from here left to right, that's 3 inches, and that's the halfway mark, and that is the 1-inch mark. If I mark like this, you will see the trick here is when you turn the pieces over and stitch, you actually no longer need to measure to this mark because that color is the divide. If you stitch like this and then continue to fold the rest, you will find by the time finished, you actually get a half triangle, square. That's how this is made. Here is how to make 4 colors in different color, or 3 or 2, doesn't matter. Again, align inner lines to your stitch line both ways and mark and fold. That's it. Creating different colors, it's actually easier because 1.5 inch is the color breaks, and that's actually the mark. You no longer need to create any separate mark, just fold by the colors.